Hi guys, as you can see I have purchased an Xbox One which recently got delivered, and I've been checking it out, seeing what it does, see how it performs. I've done a few comparison shots between some of the games, Call of Duty Ghosts and Assassin's Creed Black Flag, which I'm looking to post soon after I've got them rendered, and I thought I'd just give you my 2 cents on the console, and pretty much what I think about it and whether it's worth a purchase or not. I'm going to first talk about the positives of it, and the first positive is actually one that's probably a little bit surprising for some people, but is Kinect. I actually like Kinect quite a lot. For example, if I sit down in front of my console, because I was currently standing up, you can see I'm not signed in at the moment, but if I give it a couple of seconds to see me, like so, it will sign me in. And that I like. I know it's a little bit of a gimmick, it's not for everybody, but for me that's pretty awesome. I like it knowing who I am. It gives the Xbox a little bit of artificial intelligence. Personally, that's what I think it does, and I like it a lot. I also like this tile system. I'd like a little bit more customization on it, but all in all it's quite nice. I'm not a massive fan of Windows 8 on the PC. I use Windows 7. I did try Windows 8 when you could do the little upgrade thing to it. Didn't like it at all. I had to get rid of it. But yeah, I like this tile system. It looks quite nice, quite neat. I don't like the way that it's a bit juddery if you use just the stick to move across. As you can see, it's a bit juddery there. I do like it when you use the bumpers though. It's nice and smooth. And using Kinect, if I can do it now, and swipe across. I like that. It's pretty cool. I've not really worked out too much of the Kinect commands with your hands yet. I should probably look at them actually. Let's get my hand up in the screen now. Here we go. It's my right hand. So you can see I close my hand. I have no idea how to launch this app here, Call of Duty Ghosts. I think you just push. Yeah, you just push. It used to be you hold your hand and it would do a little counter and then it would launch the app. But now with the Kinect, you just have to push. It's quite nice. It's a lot better for me at the moment because I'm sitting down. I find that a bit easier than standing up and using it. And I haven't got a lot of space in the room to use it properly. So yeah, that's how I'm using it at the moment. I'm just going to let this game load up because I want to show you one of the other things that I like about the console. Which actually I can show you right now as it's loading up. So if I press the home button, we go back to the Xbox Home, and as you can see, Call of Duty Ghosts is loading up in the background. It's actually running, and I think that's pretty cool. It means that, for me, I like to multitask quite a lot. When I'm making videos for Skyrim, rendering videos for Skyrim, I've got a TV show on my other monitor next to me. I'm not just recording the video, I have to have something else happening at the same time. So for me, having this run in the background like that, and then I can go and watch 4OD for a little bit, or snap it using the snap function, I think that's pretty cool. And it is literally running in the background. You can go into a multiplayer game, which I'm not going to do because it's quite discourteous to do it, but you can go into campaign, multiplayer, anything, press the home button and it will still continue in the background. So it's pretty cool. It is pretty cool. It's very useful if you're in a campaign game and you get a Skype call. You can jump out and go straight into Skype and then go back and you continued off where you left off. You don't have to worry about saving or anything, you're already there. And it's pretty cool. I do like that. Something else that I like is apps. They don't work as well as I thought they would. Especially 4OD and 5 Demand. I'm having trouble with those two. I can't stream anything. I get a little error message. So if anyone knows a fix for that, that would be helpful. Actually, I'll show you what it does. Just quickly show you loading the app as well. It does take a little bit of time. It's fast, but it's not as fast as I would like it to be. So personal gripe. Yeah, so I'm just going to play this episode of Big Bang, and you'll see that it does a little loading thing. And then it will say something like unexpected error occurred. Try refreshing the page. There you go. There was an unexpected error. You may want to refresh this page. I've tried searching this on Google many times, and I can't find anyone else that's having this sort of problem. If I click retry, it just does the same thing. So it's a bit annoying. Let's go back to the Xbox Home. and let it do in the background. There's the error come up again. Same thing happens on 50D, and it gives me an error code on 50D, 535C, which doesn't do anything. If I type that into Xbox.com, it doesn't tell me that that's an error code. It says that it's nothing, so a bit annoying. But yeah, all in all, I do like the console. The controller is nice and light, it fits my hands pretty damn well, a lot better than the PS4 controller, and that literally, I don't mean to quote South Park on this, but that is the only reason why I did not get a PS4, it's because of the controller. Same thing with the PS3, that's the only reason why I didn't get a PS3. I know you can get custom controllers, but I don't think there's any out currently for the PS4 or Xbox One. They're coming out next year, but I know it's a stupid thing, but literally I cannot hold the PS3 controller. It jumps out of my hands. The PS4 one is nearly as bad. It stays in my hands a little bit more, but I can't work it out. I don't know if that's because I'm actually mentally defected or something, but I can't do it. I literally can't do it. I have trouble playing games like FIFA, which really doesn't require too much of the trigger action, but I still can't do it. And FIFA is one of my favourite games, which I don't have on the Xbox One, funnily enough, which I will be getting on the Xbox One, because it's nearly Christmas. Yes! So yeah, the apps are nice, and a nice little tile system as well, pretty cool, but we could do with a bit more customization here. The background is black. I'd like to have a nice, big, actually, what is the dimensions of that? There'd have to be some sort of a panoramic picture in the background would be so cool, like a 3D. Like, so you're looking into something at the back. That'd be cool. That'd be really cool. Rather than just a black background. I think that'd be nice. Because I mean, on the 360 you could have backgrounds, couldn't you? So, what are you going to do? It's early days, I guess. So, we could get that soon. Another bad thing about the console, which I don't have to compare the PS4 with, but is the graphics. I recently booted up Call of Duty Ghosts on my PC thanks to my mate and his Steam account, because obviously I wasn't going to buy the game twice, and I put the graphics up to max. My computer runs a NVIDIA, a 670 GTX. I've got an i5 processor, the 2500K one, and I put everything up max, like full anti-aliasing and everything like that. It runs pretty smooth. I'll be posting a video of comparisons between that and the Xbox One version. And it looks a lot better than the Xbox One version, I must admit. I can actually notice a frame rate dip in the Xbox One version when on a castle map online. I noticed it last night when I was playing. There's a frame rate dip as you look towards the castle from certain angles. There's a massive frame rate dip. Obviously you can't record that, because I don't think you can record frame rates in Xbox, but there's definitely a dip there. I can see it with my eyes. It lags a little bit. It's pretty horrible. But on the PC version, it's not there whatsoever. So there are still massive differences between consoles and PC, which was going to happen anyway. There's not a lot they could have done about that, because by the time they decided to make the console and put the tech in, PCs would have already advanced anyway. So there's not a lot they could have done to catch up, but I'm pretty disappointed in the reports that not all the games on the Xbox One run at 1080p 60 frames per second. Because 60 frames per second is nice. It feels nice to run at 60 frames at a 1080p resolution as well. It feels nice. It feels even nicer if you can run it higher, but obviously I wouldn't expect that from a console. But it's annoying, because I hate the fact of going to my PC, going back to the console, the 360 that is, and putting something in like GTA or Halo even, and running at 30 frames per second. It felt horrible. It felt like I was stuck in some sort of tar or mud or something. I couldn't go anywhere. It felt sluggish. But yeah, that's personal gripe. Again, not everyone will feel that. Some people will, some people won't. But again, this is my 2 cents on the console. So yeah, personal opinion. But yeah, the apps. Again, I'm coming back to the apps all the time because I keep seeming to end up on this section. I think this is the most frequent section I use. And that's actually, even though I do like the apps, it's going to bring me to another thing I'm not a big fan of. It comes down to customization in the end, but the fact is that on the bottom of this home screen, you have the most recent apps, the 4 most recent apps here at the bottom. But for me, because there's only about, 15 apps or something like that, they're all here anyway. There's 12 here, they're all here, right here. I got to that, how fast? like that. And if I start off on the home screen, I come down. It's the same. It's maybe even slower than flicking across the screen and going down to the same app. So I'm not entirely sure what this is. What I would like on this, if you can do it, I don't know if you can still already do it, but I would like on here to add my top 4 apps that I use. So I would have something like, let's see what I got. I probably have YouTube, Xbox Video, TV. Oh my god, this Connect is hearing me. Stop listening. Yeah, I won't do it because I'm talking into the mic. It's a bit finicky when I do that. So yeah, I'd like to have my 4 top apps down here at the bottom. That is what I would like. Please let me know if you can actually do that, because I can't find it anywhere. And that brings me on to another gripe. There's so many. They're more of gripes rather than actually disliking the console. Because I do like the console. I like what it does and how it works, but there's some things that need adjusting and tweaking to make it fantastic. Things like getting to the settings. If you don't know when you turn on the console, you're like, where the hell are the settings? Where are they? They're not all the way to the one side like they used to be. Where the hell do I get the settings from? I haven't got the guide button to anymore. That takes me to home. But apparently, if you press the new start button, you can go full screen. Oh, with 4OD. Yeah, so if you press the new start button and you're highlighting an app, it'll bring you up these options for the app. Some of them don't work. See in Xbox Store does not work for me sometimes. It plays up. Show all add-ons. There's barely any add-ons for anything, so I don't even know why it's there. And quit. So that just tells you that every app that you open is running. I've not noticed any performance dip of this, which is quite good. But it's annoying for me. It feels messy. I don't even like it on my phone. When my phone does it, I have to quit everything. So I'm going to quit that now. So yeah, if you press the new start button, you can get to settings that way and switch profiles and stuff as well. But it's in a bit of a weird place. And the settings aren't too intuitive either, but you know, what are you going to do? Right, okay, I'm not going to go into any of these down the left. But yeah, so you can set up your Kinect. The Kinect setup is a lot easier. That's a good quality bonus, because the Kinect setup on the 360 was a pain in the ass. You had to stand up, go on some highlighted spots and all this rubbish, and this one is a lot easier. Hell of a lot easier. And if you're using speakers that are right next to your TV as well, it's good for cancelling out that background noise as well. It really does work. I was quite impressed by that. And you can set up like your Blu-ray and everything from in here as well. Your startup and power and startup stuff is quite important as well, because I've got my console set on, so if I tell it to turn off, I have to say that quietly in case it does it. It goes into like a more of a standby mode than actually off. So the console is never truly off in some states, and that's how you can use the Xbox on function. Just saying it will turn it on, because it's not actually truly off. So that's one that you should probably look at, because some people like to save that energy and turn things off and stuff like that. So yeah, and display and sound important, because if you don't have an HDMI cable, or your monitor or your TV does not have sound, you will need to use your optical audio, which is what I'm doing currently. Had to buy a converter because I do not have any optical speakers to allow me to do this. So the optical cable goes into the converter and it comes out in the analog version into your normal 2.1, 5.1 speakers or whatever. So be sure to turn both those on. And if you're using a PC monitor, be on color space PC RGB full. That's probably the best to be on. Yeah, so I'll round up this video. I've gone a bit too far into other things I wasn't planning to go on into. But all in all, good console, worth the purchase. If you haven't purchased already, be sure to get one. And if you want to play with me online or add me to your friends list, there is my information. On the Xbox, I am Eisen87, opposed to Nozzy87 in YouTube. And on that note, let's go to YouTube, because the app's actually not that bad. So thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to be posting several more Xbox One videos, so if you want to watch those and be informed about when those are up, be sure to subscribe if you're not already. And I guess, guys, I will see you next time, and I'll finish by showing you some of the people that I subscribe to on YouTube, because most of them are pretty cool. Sorcerer Dave, the new name for Jingles, and he is a stellar guy. I do like Jingles. So yeah, I'm trying to get through a few of these as possible because these guys are pretty cool, especially Frankie. I like Frankie. And there's Gopher, way, and several other people, and Tom Scar, who brightens up my day with his jokes. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.